Hello students, hello viewers, welcome to this video. And in this video, we are going to discuss the pronunciation of the following word. The word for today is, let me introduce the spelling to you. The spelling goes like this: Adolescence. Let me repeat, Adolescence. And this word divides itself into 4 syllables. Syllable 1 is ad, syllable 2 is l, syllable 3 is less, and syllable 4 is ends. Add, l, less, ends. Let me repeat. Syllable 1 is add, syllable 2 is l, syllable 3 is less, and syllable 4 is ends. Add, l, less, ends. Now, when you have 4 syllable words, what did I tell you? You'll have to, no, you need not worry about the last syllable. Okay, so you have 3 syllables which you can consider for according to the English stress system. So we have 3 syllables which can take stress. Now listen very carefully. Add, l, less. If you look at it, all the 3 qualify. You have all the 3. For example, add, that's a strong syllable. Okay. L, it is a diphthong, and less is a CVC syllable. But be very careful. When you have 3 syllables and all the 3 are strong, you know what will win? CVC will win. CVC is the winner always, usually. Okay. So less will take the third syllable, less will take the primary stress. So automatically L goes off. Remember, the second syllable L has only a vowel sound. Remember, if there is only one vowel sound, you need not consider that syllable very strong. If a syllable contains only a vowel sound, and if that vowel sound is strong, you need not consider that as the strongest syllable. If there is a CVC syllable, that will be considered strong. Okay, we'll come to the reasons why. We'll come to the reasons later. The question is why. Why do you consider CVC to be strong? Well, we'll look at that later. Okay, so you have less, add, L, less. L goes off. Less takes the primary stress. Add takes the secondary stress. And we have 2 stress syllables. Okay, so it is add, L, less, ends. Now, with this information, why don't you practice the pronunciation of this word? Try it for yourself before listening to my pronunciation. Okay, if you have paused the video and if you have practiced it once, now listen to the pronunciation. As you listen, please observe how I move my mouth, what shape my mouth takes, so that you understand the pronunciation better. The pronunciation goes like this: adolescence, 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 adolescence. Let me share screen with you the word for today. So there we are. The word is adolescence, and there are 2 stress syllables. There is the secondary stress is on the first syllable, the primary stress is on the third syllable. Add, o, less, ends. Let's come to the transcription of this word, and there we are. Add, o, less, ends. And I've given you the explanation for this. See, let me explain this better with the transcription. See, since there is only one syllable in the one vowel sound in the second syllable, it need not be considered the strongest syllable. And remember, in the English stress system, it is better there are more number of stress syllables than less. For example, you have a 4 syllable word, adolescence. Let us assume that O is the stress syllable. Now, how many unstressed syllables will you have? Add, less, and ends. Of course, after O, you have less and ends. So it will be pronounced like this: adolescence, adolescence. Fine, that's not a bad thing. But remember, if you have 2 stress syllables, it's easy. It's better to have more number of stress syllables than less number of stress syllables. Plus, don't forget, the number of stress syllables, unstressed syllables, should not exceed 3. So if you make O the stress syllable, you'll have less and ends as the unstressed syllables. And the word that follows, the first syllable will have to be stressed. And at the most, it cannot be unstressed. That is, less, ends, and then it's better you have a stress syllable after that. Let us assume that it's unstressed. Then the second syllable should be unstressed, should be stressed. So if O is stressed, less and ends become unstressed, and the word that the syllable that comes after that will have to be 90% will have to be stressed, because of course I'm asking you to imagine a word here. Okay, follow the cursor and imagine a word here. If it is not stressed, at the most you can give 3. So 3 unstressed syllables, less ends, and then 1 unstressed syllable. And then, so you have 3 unstressed syllables there. Automatically, the next syllable will be stressed. So it is not good to have more than 3 unstressed syllables, because it will not sound like English. All right. So that is the reason why we have 2 stressed syllables in adolescence. Of course, there are 4 syllable words which have just 1 stressed syllable. We'll be looking at. See, I've asked you to look at a task. I've asked you to look at this phenomenon in the English stress systems, mainly in English words. Take all the 4 syllable words and tell me how many words have 2 stressed syllables and how many have 1 stressed syllable, and see which syllable is stressed. And you will notice the principle that we are discussing of the number of unstressed syllables. That will, that principle will apply whenever you are discussing, or whenever you are discussing whenever you are looking at the pronunciation of 4 syllable words. So let me share screen again. The word for today is adolescence. There is a tendency among English speakers, Indian English speakers, we Indians, I'm including myself in that, to stress the second syllable. And I told you why it is not stressed. So please practice this word, adolescence. And just something before we we look at the last syllable, ends. It's a weak syllable, precisely because there is schwa here, and then it's followed by 3 sounds. Actually, when you have so many sounds, it should become a strong syllable, but then we'll talk about weak syllables later. Okay. And anyway, we never consider the last syllable as part of the English stress system. That is, last syllables are not stressed. Any word which is beyond 3 syllables, 4, 5, 6, and 7 syllable words, the last syllable need not be considered as a stress syllable. It will not attract stress to itself. So that's the word for today, adolescence. And please keep practicing. Please keep your questions coming in. And please look forward to the next video. Goodbye.